from sellers to buyers, what the market shift means for you. So, hey, welcome back to Real Estate with Soul, the show where we talk all things life, real estate, faith, and freedom. And as you know, I'm Lori Alvarez. I am the founder of Real Estate Resolve, mama of 4 boys, business owner, and former, if you didn't know this about me, former 24-year-old single mom who was $24,000 in credit card debt and no idea how I was going to get out. Yes, that's me. Boy, am I really going back now. So, look, I figured it out. I bought a home, my husband and I, to be exact. We've got an episode on that too, so if you want to hear it, check it out, right? And I got real estate license, like 20 years ago. And now I help people build the life they dream about, the life I dreamt about through real estate and mindset, because it is possible. Today's episode is all about the market shift, where we're living right now, and why it matters to you, whether you're a buyer, seller, agent, or an international student. Sideline, I just finished talking at University of Laverne, sharing a story similar to this and taking them on tours. It was so much fun. Now, let's get right to it. Let's dive in. Check out the market snapshot right now. Seller versus buyer market, right? The seller's market, low rates, crazy demand. You know when that was? 2020, during COVID, of course. It was a crazy seller's market. People were crazy, buying the houses for 60, 80, 100,000 over the list price. They were buying the house sight unseen, buying the house with no inspection, buying the house with no appraisal, just like, I'll take it. And it was just crazy. People were standing in lines, of course, socially safe space lines, but standing in lines trying to get into homes, seeing homes. It was just such a crazy market. 2020 was such an amazing market for our sellers. Could you imagine? Now, fast forward to 2025, here we are in what's known to be a balanced market, almost a buyer's market. We're almost there. So what's the difference, you say, Lori? What is the difference? Higher interest rates means more negotiating power for the buyer, not the seller. As a matter of fact, buyer after buyer after buyer will tour your property. Unless you price wrong, then they won't even tour your property. And then you'll be like, what's going on? Why? Tell me, why hasn't anyone bought my house? It's price, baby. I shared this with the students today. Think about your house as a hamburger joint. I know your house is better than a hamburger joint. And the reality is, you have an $11 hamburger, and next door has a $5 hamburger. The other house next door has a $10 hamburger, and then there's the 99-cent hamburger. Which hamburger do you think the buyer is going to go buy? You got it. They're going to either go to the 99-cent hamburger or the $5 hamburger. But they're not going to buy the most expensive hamburger today. It's the same thing with your house. The market is shifting. I was listening to my podcast this morning, a different podcast, a fantastic real estate podcast, and we were talking about how we have such a normal market, right? It's normal. It's making its way. Houses are sitting on the market longer. Buyers are negotiating. Sellers are giving credit. We're having to slightly bring down the pricing. And are prices declining? Heck no, they're not declining. They're just settling and slowly inflating now. They aren't doing what they did in COVID. So yes, you're going to see for sale sign after for sale sign after for sale sign. Oh my gosh, the neighbor next door to you went up for sale sign. I was out doing an open house this weekend. I loved what the gentleman said to me when he came to visit me. He said, Lori, I feel out of style because I don't have a for sale sign in the front yard of my house like everyone else. I mean, that's really the market we've moved into. Real estate is all about power. And right now, the power is starting to shift. It is totally starting to shift, right? Hey, my own personal story of this experience, right? So I was 24, found out I was pregnant. I didn't want to marry the dude yet. I was like, no, not yet. I don't know what I'm doing. Someone help me figure it out. Not only was I 24 and pregnant, I was 24,000 in credit card debt, broke. And, right? Okay. So here's a funny story. Had my baby, okay? I have 6 weeks at home. I get to spend that sweet 6 weeks with my baby. And my baby, well, he just keeps crying and crying. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. And of course, Daddy, don't get me wrong. Daddy's like ready to marry me and to make everything like happy family, white picket fence. He's ready to do the right thing. And I'm so glad that we did do what was right for us 30 years later. We're married, have 4 beautiful sons, so happy, and multiple homes and a real estate brokerage and tons of our own personal success through all of our failures, through all of them, right? And I remember the baby's crying and crying and crying, and I'm still living at home with my mother. And I just like said, Mom, I don't know why he's crying. Just like, help me. What am I doing wrong? And she walks in and she goes, babe, he has diaper rash. I go, what the heck is diaper rash? She goes, see his little red bottom? That's diaper rash. I was like, oh. So she put some diaper rash ointment on it. And I was a better mom for my mom. So Mom, big shout out to you. I just love you. And 6 weeks later, I went to my job, back to my job. I walked in, I looked around. I said, heck no. I walked into the stockroom. I looked around and I said, oh no, I'm going home. I quit my job immediately. I didn't even give 2 weeks notice. Can you tell how crazy I am? I didn't give 2 weeks notice. I just walked out. I said, I ain't doing this. I got a baby to raise. And I went right over to his daddy and I told him, look, I'm going to take care of our baby and I'm going to figure out how to take care of me. But I just need you to be responsible financially for the baby because I got to get me out of my $24,000 credit card debt mess. Yeah, that's what I did. And of course, my husband and I worked it out. We did the whole thing. We got married. We started saving for our first house and we bought our first house, right? That house was the beginning of everything. It gave me a reason to get up every day. It gave me a reason to rise. Look, the lesson in this is timing versus readiness, right? People are waiting for the right time. I'm going to tell you, I've had 2 unplanned babies and 2 planned babies, and I was never prepared for any of those babies. So a baby is a baby. You bring it into the world and you just rise up to the occasion, or you don't. That's just how it works. And I'm going to tell you, that's how it works with anything, right? You figure it out on the way. The winners are never the ones who wait. They're the ones who move. That is a truth. It applies to life and not just real estate. So don't miss your moment because you're afraid of the market or what's going to happen, because it's what doesn't happen that matters most. So what do you do now, right? Right? Buyers, now it's your time. If you want time to think, now's the time to think. I say it's a thinking market. You can ask for repairs right now. You can ask for credit. You can negotiate. You can take your time. You can do your inspections. You can qualify fully for the loan. Dive deep and take time. Sellers, price smart. I know you want to be worth $1 million, and likely if you're in California, you are. But there's still a few here in California that aren't $1 million, that are trying to price high. It doesn't benefit you. It only hurts you. So you must price smart, stage well, and negotiate with flexibility. I had one the other day. They just said, oh, the house smelled like dogs. They turned around and walked out, never even came back. International listeners, yes, you can buy in the U.S., but timing and planning matter. The market rewards action, not hesitation. So I shared this with you. Look, I didn't think I'd be where I am now. I was just trying to survive. I was just, honestly, when 24, I was just playing, popping around from college to college, doing my work, doing whatever the heck I wanted because I had freedom to. And then I started dreaming. And, people go, oh, dreaming. What is dreaming? Really? Dreaming. You can put dreaming into action. You can make dreaming real life. You just have to build it. And I did. And now I live it. And if there's one thing I want you to remember from today's episode, it's this. You're built for this and so much more. Just go get it. If you're looking to buy, sell, or just talk through what's next for you, reach out. I'm here, and I'd love to walk the journey with you. I am on your side. And I'm going to tell you, you need to listen. Listen to this episode right here. Oh, yes. Episode number 2. Talk about taking you back. How do you buy your first home? That is the episode to listen to. Perfect compliment for today. Yes, it is. Oh, by the way, if you stayed tuned in long enough, we have a fantastic new property coming on the market. Yeah, it's called 439 West Virginia Ave in Glendora. 439 West Virginia Ave. Does it feel good? Say it. Does it feel great? You bet. It's got a beautiful sparkly pool in the backyard, a primary bedroom and bath upstairs with 3 other bedrooms downstairs. Beautiful, huge living area and family area right up in the foothills of Glendora. You heard it here first. It's not even on the market, and it's coming to you soon. And it's asking for just the right family. This family's had it forever. They loved it and took care of it, and now it's time to share it forward. Mom, who owns the lovely home, has moved with the family, and now it's calling for its next family. It's your home. I know it is, because I tell you, I'd potentially make it mine if it was 5. And it's not, it's 4, and it's waiting for you. 1,958 square feet in the lovely foothills of Glendora.